Well, moving on. La Republic du Cameroon government system of governance whereby bad people are celebrated with government posts of responsibility seems not to be falling in place. The system, incarnated by their supreme head, President Paul Biya, has demonstrated that power is the ultimate and any means to remain in the seat of power should be applied, be it diabolical or otherwise.
Well, this is the reason for the rampant assassination reports about major towns in La Republic du Cameroon. With a cabinet reshuffling at the horizon, power mongers are engaged in various satanic means to consolidate powers or to access power, which we've brought to you countless times. A young girl in the colonial economic capital of La Republic du Cameroon's Douala is to come to terms with what the baby she delivered just disappeared through the fingers of the midwife of the Laquintinie Hospital. All she gets are flimsy excuses. Even if it was a stillbirth, I believe the mother of her child needs to at least see the corpse.
Well, the report says that a baby's mother, Belle Esther Aloriel, laments that her newborn baby disappeared immediately after it was born on the 31st of March, which was a Friday. L'Oreal said she was bewildered at the vague explanation given to her by the midwives that the baby died at birth and was thrown into a septic tank. How is that even possible? Well, she said that she has not seen the baby since the baby was born and she believes the baby was stolen.
Well, Aurelie arrived around 10 p.m. on Thursday, March 30th, and was delivered of the baby at 1 a.m. on Friday. But she has not seen the baby since it was born. The colonial director of La Quintinie Hospital in Douala, Professor Esomba Noel Emmanuel, has refuted reports that a newborn baby was stolen from its mother at the hospital on Friday, March 31st. In a release on April 3rd, the colonial director blamed poor communications amongst midwife who attended to Belle Esther Aurelie, the woman who said her baby was stolen.
Well, the mother of the baby has not yet seen or even gotten any reasonable explanation of what is happening. Worse still, the whereabouts of the newborn baby is still like a myth, and her relatives were prevented from seeing her at the hospital. But in Professor Esomber's Noel statement, he said there was no baby theft at La Quintinie Hospital, adding that there is a lack of communication between the staff and the family. He reiterated that the midwives had told L'Oreal that the baby was born prematurely and he died at birth and was disposed of in a septic tank. But is she not supposed to see her baby before even being disposed? Is the question we are asking this evening.
And another question is, was the baby to be disposed without the mother properly burying the baby? It is a child that she had carried for as long as she did, so she had the right to what should happen to a baby, and not the midwives trashing the baby like something she didn't have to bear. Well, the young lady concerned, quoting the director, saying the young lady concerned who arrived under the threat of a late abortion gave birth to a non-viable fetus. This is what the director had to say. The action of one of our trainees has escaped the knowledge of our midwives. Unfortunately, led to the evacuation of this waste product, quote, in the sink. Only when she wakes up, the young lady will be resistant to the explanation given by them. A series of misunderstandings ensued. He said news about the baby theft brought shame on the health system of the country in general and of the said institution in particular, adding that it was an embarrassing situation.
While reports from Esther Bell Aloriel holds that she had been confined at the hospital alone for the past 3 days and her family was not allowed to visit. And the question Undaunted is asking here again is why prevent the family from getting in touch with their daughter and sister? She also claimed her communication was restricted, fueling suspicions of wrongdoing by the hospital authorities who maintained sealed lips. She told Mimi Info that her baby was born when she was 8 months pregnant and that she wants the fetus of her baby if it came out lifeless.
While quoting, she says, I gave birth 3 days ago. That was 1 month before my due date. I was later told by the medical staff that the baby was I arrived at Laquintinie Hospital with my husband, my mother, and my sister-in-law. They were denied access to the delivery ward. They said visitors do not have the right to enter the delivery room, whereas the mother of my neighbor at the delivery room was permitted to see her daughter regularly. Regularly, she explained.
Well, she equally added that at one point the midwife insisted on administering an injection that was instructed by the director. The director later denied instructing the nurse to do so. Another question: does it mean they wanted to silence her for good after stealing her baby? And why even steal a baby in the first place?